Hi everyone, my name is Jamie. Today I have for you a strength and cardio conditioning workout. All you need is your body, no equipment required. As long as you have a water bottle, a towel, and an optional mat, you'll be set. So let's get started and get ready to sweat. As I mentioned, this will be a body weight workout. That does not mean it will be easy, but I will be showing some modifications. So if you need those, go ahead and use them. I have not added any music to this workout, so feel free to put my voice on mute and listen to whatever music you'd like. But first we need to get warmed up, so let's start with a jog in place for 30 seconds. Nice and easy, just warming up the body, starting to break a sweat. Ten more seconds, and then we switch to knee ups. 3, 2, 1, and switch it up. So you're going to be bringing that knee up on either side, slightly out on the diagonal. Alternatively, you can take out all the hops and just slowly bring that knee up. Five more seconds, and then we switch to toe touch kicks. In 3, 2, 1, switching to toe touch kicks. So keep those arms as straight as possible, keep the legs as straight as possible, reaching for the opposite leg with the arm, trying to warm up the hamstrings, alternating sides. Less than 10 seconds left, and then we switch to squats. 3, 2, 1, switch it up. So those feet are shoulder width distance apart. If you don't want to go super low yet, you're still warming up, then reduce the range of motion. Otherwise, move at as quick a pace as possible. Driving through those heels, squeezing the glutes at the top, keeping that chest and back straight, keeping the eyes up. Switching in 3, 2, 1, reverse lunges. So lunge that right foot back and twist over that left leg in front, and then alternate sides. Make sure you're stepping back far enough that both of your knees stay in line with your toe, so that your knee never comes over that front toe. Getting that nice torso twist in there as well. Switching in 3, 2, 1. All right, we're gonna warm up the arms some more. So reach forward and row back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Then you're gonna bring those arms back and swing them in front of the body, opening up the chest. If you can, try to alternate which arm goes on top each time. Make each motion deliberate. Three, 2, 1. Now we're gonna reach up, do a calf raise, then bring those hands down and touch your toes for another hamstring stretch. Trying to find that balance when you go up into the calf raise, waking up those muscles. Switching in 3, 2, 1. We're doing a walk down to a toe touch. So bring those arms down, walk it out into a plank. You're gonna go into a downward dog and touch your hand to that opposite foot. Then you're gonna walk it back up and start over. If you can't get all the way to that toe, reduce the range of motion. Taking it up a notch in 3, 2, 1. We're switching to jumping jacks. So keep those arms strong, moving at a quick pace, but you don't have to go super fast yet. We're still warming up. Getting the heart rates a little bit higher. We only have one more active interval left in the warm-up. Switching to cross jacks next in 3, 2, 1. So you're crossing those arms in front of you, crossing those legs over each other, alternating sides. You can squeeze the shoulder blades in the back again, getting that back even more warmed up. We just have a little over 10 seconds left in the warm-up, so if you can pick up the pace, do it now. And 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, keep moving, don't go too far. We're gonna start our first section of the workout, which will be a high intensity interval training section, Tabata style, which means 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We'll do an AABB format, and then we'll repeat that. Our first one will be jumping jacks. We'll do that twice. Then we'll do mountain climbers twice, and then we'll go from the top. So get ready to begin. 3, 2, 1. Get ready to start jumping jacks and begin. All right, 20 seconds of jumping jacks. Nice quick pace. And get ready to rest. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds. Don't forget to keep moving, something like a boxer shuffle or march in place. 3, 2, 1, round 2, jumping jacks. Keep it going. Nice even pace. If you'd like to take out the jumping, you can just reach that one arm overhead. There's your modification. And rest. All right, moving on to mountain climbers. Starting in 3, 2, 1, get into that plank position. Bring those knees into your chest, trying to keep your butt down. Keep your eye gaze on the mat in front of you. That nice neutral neck. And 3, 2, 1, rest. If you'd like to challenge yourself, you can stay in that plank. And we're starting again in just a second. Begin, second round of mountain climbers. To modify this one, just slow down that pace, bringing in your knees to your chest one at a time. 3, 2, 1, rest. Back to jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1, start it up. Make sure to keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Make sure you're bringing as much air as possible into your lungs every time. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, last round of jumping jacks coming up. 3, 2, 1, begin. Last 20 seconds. Go as fast as you can while maintaining proper form. Three, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to go back for 2 more rounds of those mountain climbers in 3, 2, 1, begin. Again, for your low impact option, just draw those knees into your chest. Otherwise, keep it going for 10 more seconds. Keep that form even though you're getting tired. 3, 2, 1, rest. Last time. 3, 2, 1, and 20 more seconds of mountain climbers. Keep it up. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. We're done with round 1 of HIIT. We have 3 more rounds to go. You get a slightly longer rest period here, so grab water if you need it. Starting with round 2 in 20 seconds. Exercise A will be high knees, and exercise B will be lateral skaters. Same format as before, AABB. Starting in 10 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. First round of high knees. So keep that core tight. Bring those knees up as high as possible. With good control, land softly, and go as fast as you can while maintaining that good form. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 10 seconds. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 3, 2, 1, begin. Round 2. For that low impact option, just slow it down and still bring those knees as high as possible. Keep it going. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Moving on to lateral skaters next. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. So jumping from side to side, keeping that chest and head up, reaching for the ground, you don't have to touch it, and bringing that opposite foot back behind you. If you need to, you can tap the toe down behind you. Otherwise, you can try to keep it elevated to challenge your balance. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, begin. Round 2 of lateral skaters. For the low impact option, just take a big step and go into a reverse lunge, still moving quickly. Try to focus on getting a nice distance laterally, jumping as far as you can to the side. And rest. All right, moving back to those high knees. 3, 2, 1, begin. Second to last round of high knees. You definitely should be sweating by now. Keep it going. Keep that form as clean as possible. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Getting ready for that last round of high knees. 3, 2, 1, begin. Especially when doing high intensity routines, make sure you take that low impact option. If you feel your form deteriorating, form is the most important thing. So if you're feeling tired, remember that option's there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Make sure you're still pushing yourself, whatever that means for you. Back to those lateral skaters. 3, 2, 1, start it up. If you're breathing hard, that's normal. This is meant to be hard. Nobody said that body weight would be easy. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, on to our last round of lateral skaters. So work as hard as you can. Begin. 20 more seconds of hard work before we get a little bit of a longer break. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let it relax. All right, 30 seconds of rest. Moving on to our third round of HIIT. Just one more to go after this one. Our 2 new moves will be burpees and broad jumps. Grab water if you need it, towel off, and if you need a slightly longer break, feel free to press pause. Otherwise, starting with burpees in less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. So you're reaching towards the ground, coming down for a push-up, bringing those feet back in, and coming up for a jump. For that lower impact option, just bring your hands down, step back, step in, and stand up nice and tall, but taking out that jump. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Burpees again in 3, 2, 1, begin. So you can decide what intensity level you want here. You can keep that push-up and that jump at the top, or you can take out the push-up, or you can take out the jump, or both. Pick the hardest version you can manage. 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. Make sure you're taking advantage of that break. Broad jumps in 3, 2, 1. So bend those knees, swing your hands to get momentum, and jump forward as far as possible, landing in that squat with a soft knee. Never want to land on straight legs. Turning 180 degrees and starting again. 3, 2, 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, and begin. Keep it going. For that lower impact option, you can take out the jump, take a big step forward into a squat, and then repeat. Going back to burpees in 3, 2, 1, begin. Modify if you're getting tired. Otherwise, do the hardest version you can for as long as you can. If you need to come to your knees for that push-up, that's fine. 3, 2, 1, let it relax. Just one more round of burpees left. 3, 2, 1, begin. Last 20 seconds of burpees. Push as hard as you can. It's okay to be tired. This is supposed to be hard. Hang in there and rest. All right, 2 more rounds of broad jumps to go before the end of this group. 3, 2, 1, start it up. Again, make sure you're landing softly. Make sure that form is on point. Less than 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let it relax. Last round of broad jumps in 3, 2, 1, start it up. Last 20 seconds of this round. Hang in there. Get a nice long rest after this. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Nicely done. All right, 30-second break before we move into the last round of HIIT. Round 4, we have 2 new moves. Move A is star jumps. Move B is plank jacks. Star jumps are not fun. I saved the worst for last, but you can do it. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, begin. So you're coming down into a narrow squat, exploding out with straight arms and legs, coming back into that squat. There's an option to take out some of the impact, just jumping your feet out like a jumping jack and back in, or you can take out the impact altogether and raise one arm and leg at a time, and rest. 3, 2, 1, begin. You can alternate as well between a jumping jack and a star jack. If you can, try to do a few of those star jacks, but if you need to modify, that's completely fine. 3, 2, 1, rest. Nicely done. All right, moving on to plank jacks. So get into that plank position, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. So keeping that butt down, we're jumping those feet out in a jumping jack on the ground and back together. If you need to do that low impact option, just step those feet out and back in. If you need to take a few seconds of rest and then get back to it, that's fine too. 3, 2, 1, rest. Got one more round of plank jacks, starting in 3, 2, 1, start it up. If you'd like to go into that low plank and make it a little bit more challenging, you can do so. Again, keep that eye gaze in front of you on the mat. Three, 2, 1, relax. All right, we're getting close. 2 more rounds of star jacks, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. You can add some jumping jacks in, make it a little more manageable. Hang in there, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, 20 more seconds of star jacks. We can do it. We're in it together. I'm struggling right there with you. 3, 2, 1, begin. Hang in there, halfway there. 3, 2, 1, and done with star jacks. Nicely done. 2 more rounds of plank jacks, and then we're done with HIIT. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. So remember, take that low impact option if you need it. Otherwise, keep those feet moving out and in as quickly as possible, keeping that core tight, keeping a slight bend in your elbows so you don't lock out your arms. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, last 20 seconds. We can do it. We can do anything for 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. Make sure that form stays clean, but think about your happy place. Don't think about the pain of the workout that you're doing. It's almost over. Hang in there. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, let it relax. Good job. All right, we get a nice longer rest here. We've reached the end of the HIIT section, and we'll be moving on into the strength section, which will consist of a 30-second dynamic move, followed by a 20-second isometric hold, and a 20-second plyometric move. We'll be alternating between upper and lower body, and we'll repeat each group twice. Take advantage of that rest period, 20 more seconds. Our first move will be prisoner squats, followed by a squat hold, and then a squat jump. And our second set of moves will be a Spider-Man push-up, then a push-up hold, and then speed push-ups. So starting with those prisoner squats in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, begin. So bring those feet shoulder width distance. Keep your hands behind your head and squat nice and low, trying to get your thighs parallel to the ground. Moving quickly but with good form, not completely locking your knees out at the top. If keeping your hands behind your head is too difficult, go ahead and let them come by your sides or whatever's comfortable for you. 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna hold. 3, 2, 1, and get into that squat. So squatting as low as you can hold, keeping that chest and those eyes up. It's gonna burn. Stand up and shake it out if you need to, because we're moving to squat jumps in 10 seconds, so hang in there. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds of squat jumps. Your thighs and glutes should be on fire. Shake it out for a second if you need to, that's okay. It's going to burn either way. Keep it going as long as possible. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good job. All right, we get 20 seconds of rest. Spider-Man push-ups are coming up in about 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So get down in push-up position, and then as you do a push-up, bring that knee into that same side elbow on the way down. If you'd like to make it easier, you can do a push-up and then bring the elbow to the knee, or you can do it on your knees with both at the same time. So doing it on your knees makes it a little bit more manageable. Otherwise, do the hardest version you can for as long as you can. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching up to that push-up hold. So bring your elbows to 90. Look on the mat in front of you and try to keep a straight line from your knee to your head as much as possible. If you can do it from your toes, that's a harder version. 3, 2, 1. All right, speed push-ups. If you can do them from your toes, that's the hardest option. My chest is getting fatigued, so I'm gonna stay on my knees for this round and just try to rep them out. Almost there. Really burning out the chest and arm muscles here. 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. All right, 20 more seconds. Then we're back to those prisoner squats. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So just like before, bring those hands behind your head. Our leg muscles might be getting fatigued, so if you need to reduce the range of motion a little bit, that's okay. Keep that chest and head up, your eye gaze forward, and keep that back straight. 10 more seconds. Then we move into that hold. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds, isometric hold. Hold it for as long as you can, and if you need to shake out those leg muscles for a second, go ahead and do so, and then jump right back into it when you're ready. Straight back. Get nice and low. 3, 2, 1. Switching to those squat jumps. Last 20 seconds of squat jumps. Give it all you got. It's gonna burn, but it'll be worth it. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Nicely done. Ten more seconds of rest, and then moving into those Spider-Man push-ups one more time. These are hard, so modify if you need to. 3, 2, 1, begin. So back to that push-up position, going down for a push-up, bringing that knee into your elbow. As you do so, you're getting a nice oblique crunch. And go ahead and drop down to your knees when you need to. 10 more seconds. Do what you can. If you need to shake it out for a second, that's fine. 3, 2, 1. Moving into that hold. All of our muscles are especially tired because of that hip portion, so it might be hard to keep that hardest version going. So listen to your body and push yourself as hard as you can while still staying safe. Switching to those speed push-ups. Keep that head looking forward. A nice straight line. from your knees to your head, and just hang in there a few more seconds. And let it relax. Good job. All right, on to the next group. Have about 20 more seconds of rest. Our first move in this group will be a split lunge, followed by a split lunge hold, and then split lunge jumps. Then we'll do triceps dips hold, and then alternating toe touches. Get ready. Starting with lunges in 3, 2, 1, begin. So first, bring that right leg forward, going down to 90-degree angles in both knees, and right back up. Don't lock out the knees at the top. Keep that torso straight and in between both legs. Look forward in front of you, and make sure that foot is far enough back that you can get that 90-degree angle without your knee going in front of your toe. 3, 2, 1, and switch it to that split lunge hold. So both knees are at 90 degrees, trying to get that front thigh parallel to the ground, that right thigh, and just holding there. It'll burn. We're almost there. Hang in there. 3, 2, 1, switching up to split lunge hops. Really burning out those leg muscles. 10 more seconds. Hang in there. You can do it. 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. Good job. 20 seconds of rest, and then we're moving on to tricep dips. Three, two, 1, and start it up. So your hands are behind you, either with your fingers facing toward you or slightly out to the sides, and you're going straight down. To make it harder, you can do it from a bench so that you have some elevation, or stick with it on the ground. Make sure you're going straight down so that you keep your shoulders nice and safe. Work on the backs of those arms. 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out if you need to, like I just did. Moving on to a triceps hold. So find that point where it hurts the most and just hold it there. If you need to take a break for a second, you can, and jump back in when you're ready. 3, 2, 1. We're switching to those alternating toe touches. So reaching the opposite hand to the opposite foot. If you need to, just do the legs. So keep both hands on the ground and kick out each foot alternating. Otherwise, stick with it for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good job. 20 seconds of rest. And then we're going back to those split lunges on the left side this time. So get ready to go. Left foot forward. 3, 2, 1, and begin. So again, going down for that lunge, right in the middle of those feet, trying to get to a 90-degree angle, nice and steady. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and going for that hold. So coming down to that 90-degree angle on both knees and just holding it there. If you need to shake it out for a second, that's okay. Just get right back into it when you're ready. 3, 2, 1. All right, those split lunge jumps. So they don't have to be big, just getting off the ground a little bit. And if jumping is an issue, then take the jump out completely and you can just do a pulse lunge. 3, 2, 1. Let it relax. 20 more seconds of rest. Getting ready for those tricep dips again in 3 seconds. And begin, same thing as last time. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go for that triceps hold. So find that spot where it hurts the most, in your muscles, not in your joints, of course, and hold it there. 3, 2, 1, going for that alternating toe touch for the last time. So you might have to adjust your hand position slightly. That's okay. Do whatever is comfortable for you. If you might have to move slower, if you can move faster than me, that's good too. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, we have one last group of the strength section to get through. The first move is going to be a side lunge, then a side lunge hold, and side lunge pops on the right side, and then we're going to do a shoulder push-up and a downward dog one-legged crunch, starting in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So starting with that right leg, you're going to lunge off to the right side, making sure that that knee stays in line with your toe, trying to get as deep as you can. Using that right leg, the glute and the quad, to push off back to the center and immediately lunge back out. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, lunge off to the right and just hold as deep as you can, keeping your chest and your head up. If you need to shake it out for a second, that's okay. Get right back into it. 3, 2, 1. Moving into those side lunge pops. So you're lunging out to the side, coming off the ground, lifting that right leg a little bit, squeezing the glute and coming back down. So it's a little bit plyometric. Less than 10 seconds. Land softly. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Moving into those shoulder push-ups in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So you're getting into a downward dog position. Your hands are directly above your head and you're coming down just a little bit. Your hands are in a diamond position, so fingers pointed in a little bit. If you find this to hurt or be uncomfortable, you can modify by going on your knees or just doing a regular push-up. If it hurts, then make sure you do something else. We don't want any injuries. 3, 2, 1. All right, now you're going to extend your left leg and then bring it into your chest, coming into a somewhat plank position, squeezing your abs. Switching to the right side in 3, 2, 1. So switch your feet. Every time you come and crunch in, your shoulders are coming above your hands. Keep it nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, in 20 seconds, we're moving into that side lunge on the left side. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, start it up. So same thing we did on the right, just on the left this time. Switching to that side lunge hold in 3, 2, 1. Now bring that left leg out into a side lunge and hold it. Get ready to go into those side lunge pops in a few seconds and begin. So same thing we did on the right side, lifting that left leg up, coming directly back down softly into a side lunge. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and let it relax. Moving into those shoulder push-ups in 20 seconds, one more time. Starting it up in 3, 2, 1, and begin in that downward dog position, directly over your hands, coming down just a few inches and back up. Keeping a slight bend in your elbows, don't lock them out. Again, modify if you need to. Moving into those downward dog crunches, and begin the left side. The left leg extends, comes back into your chest in a plank position. Keep it going for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. If you need to modify this one, you can do it from your knees, extending that one leg and bringing it into a crunch. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. You made it to the end of the strength section. All you have left to do is core, and then we'll be out of here. For core, we're going to go through each exercise once, 30 seconds each, with a 10-second rest in between. So I'll let you know what's coming next as we go. We're starting off with regular crunches. In 3, 2, 1, and begin. So you're on your back, hands behind your head, crunching up to lift your shoulder blades off the ground, trying to bring your ribs to your hips. Don't completely rest in between if you can. If your neck starts to hurt, try pressing your head into your hands, keeping the work in your core, not in your neck. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Up next, we have a similar move. Your knees are going to be up in a 90-degree angle, and you'll be crunching towards them. Begin. Same idea, but our knees are up, putting a little bit more resistance on our lower abdominal muscles. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Next, we have one leg out crunches, so you're in the same position on your back, but your right leg will be out straight in line with your other leg. Begin. So if you can, try to keep those knees in line and just straighten that right leg. If you need to, you can bend the knee a little bit if keeping it straight is a little bit too difficult. It's going to burn, so do the best you can. Three, 2, 1, and rest. One side down, one to go. So the one leg out crunches on the other side. 3, 2, 1, begin. Left leg out. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we have rope climbs. So both legs will be out straight. 3, 2, 1, begin. So both legs up above you, perpendicular to the ground, and reaching for that opposite ankle or the outside of the opposite foot. If you can, try and keep your head and shoulders off of the ground at all times. Almost there, 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we're back on our backs. 3, 2, 1. Elbow to knee crunches. So those knees are staying at a 90-degree angle, tapping the toes down, and then coming up for a crunch. Keep that core engaged. Three, two, one, let it relax. Next up, you're going to bring that right ankle over your left knee, and we'll be doing oblique crunches. Begin. So that left elbow is coming to your right knee, trying to lead with your core and your torso, not with your elbow itself. 3, 2, 1, let it relax. Next up, we're doing the same thing on the other side. Begin. So left ankle over right knee this time, bringing that right elbow to your left knee, squeezing those obliques. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we'll be lying on our left side, doing oblique crunches on our right side. Begin. So your knees are bent, they're slightly in front of you. Your feet are in line with your hips and your head. Your chest is slightly open towards the ceiling and crunching up. It will be a small range of motion, but it's very effective and it should burn. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, we'll just be switching sides and doing the same thing on the other side. 3, 2, 1, start it up. So you're lying on your right side this time with your chest slightly towards the ceiling and crunching up with your left obliques. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next up, we have bicycle crunches. So back on your back. Start it up. So you're using that core to twist from side to side, bringing the elbow to the opposite knee, working those obliques. The slower you go, the harder these are, so really take your time with them. Make sure the movement is coming from the core, not using any momentum. 3, 2, 1, rest. Just a couple more intervals, so hang in there. Next up, we have flutter kicks. So you'll be on your forearms, heels are flexed, using your core, squeezing it tight, just moving those feet a few inches up and down. If you need to, you can also lie on your back and put your hands under your glutes. Three, two, one, and rest. Next up, we have scissor kicks. So a similar motion. You'll just be moving your feet over each other rather than parallel to each other. And begin. So one foot is coming over top of the other, and then switching sides. Make sure this is controlled. Again, if you need to, you can lie down and put your hands underneath your glutes. But hang in there just a few more seconds. 15 to be exact. Three, two, one, rest. All right, we have one more active work interval, and it's going to be a 1-minute plank. So get ready and begin. So you're on your forearms, your glutes, your core, your legs are all tight. They're all working, trying to keep your butt low. You don't want it to sag, but you don't want it to be too high either. If you need to switch to a high plank, you can do so. Whatever gets you through the interval. If it becomes too much, you can drop out for a few seconds and come back in, or you can switch to your knees and make sure that your knees and your head are all in alignment. More than halfway there. Hang in there. This is the last 30 seconds of this workout, so give it all you got. The closer those feet are together, the harder it will be. If you widen them a little bit, it'll be slightly easier. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. You finished the workout. All we have left to do is cool down and stretch. So we'll be holding each stretch for about 20 seconds, totaling about 5 minutes. We're going to start in a cobra stretch. So down on your stomach, lying down. You're going to place those hands by your rib cage and press up, looking towards the ceiling, stretching out that whole abdominal wall. A few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch into child's pose, so pushing that butt back over your feet, getting those hands nice and far in front of you, so feeling that stretch in your back and your shoulders. Switching to a low back stretch now, so flipping onto your back. You're going to hug those knees into your chest. If you'd like to roll a little bit back and forth on your back, reset your spinal cord a little, that's fine. Should feel good. Couple more seconds and we're moving into cat-cow or cat-camel. So on your knees and your hands, you're going to inhale and round your back, and then exhale and arch it. Nice and controlled, loosening up that back. Moving on to a hip flexor stretch, so bringing that right foot forward and bringing that left arm across your body in a shoulder stretch. You should feel that stretch along your left hip flexor. Switching in to a hip flexor stretch on the other side. So that left foot comes forward, pushing those hips underneath you. That right arm comes across for that shoulder stretch. Couple more seconds. Next, we're going to be standing up, reaching those hands overhead and then coming down for a forward fold. So reaching for those toes or for your shins if you can't reach your toes. If you're really flexible and want to hang on to the back of your ankles and pull yourself in closer, that's fine too. Stretching out those hamstrings. Next, we're going to widen the feet, and you're going to come down to your right side to get in a little deeper to your right hamstring. Again, you can pull the back of your leg in towards you, pulling yourself into your leg, getting that stretch a little bit deeper. Switching over to the left side here in a few seconds. So walking it over to the left side, doing the same thing. Couple more seconds. We're switching into a quad stretch, so finding your balance, grabbing onto your right ankle or shoe, and pulling that heel towards your glute. Trying to close the gap in between your knees, standing up nice and tall, feeling that stretch in the front of that right thigh. If you need to hold on to something, that's okay. Switching sides, so same thing on the left. Couple more seconds, then we're changing into that tricep stretch. So grabbing your right elbow, pulling it down towards you, behind your head. Those fingertips should be between your shoulder blades. Feeling that stretch in the back of your arm. Head nice and neutral. Same thing on the other side. Make sure you're not arching your back. Everything should be nice and neutral, nice and easy. Switching into that chest stretch. So you're going to clasp your hands behind you. If you want to make it deeper, you can hinge over, keeping that back nice and straight, that head nice and neutral. Just gets a little bit deeper into that chest stretch. If you've hinged over, you want to come and stand back up before releasing the stretch. Last thing here is shoulder rolls. So rolling those shoulders backwards, getting that full range of motion. We're going to switch direction, so do some shoulder rolls forward. Nice and easy, loosening up the body. And that's it. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed this workout. I hope you're tired. I know I am. See you next time.